G'day good people, Dave here. Thanks for clicking on the video. Now I get asked quite often the age-old question of how much do I need to retire in Thailand? And my answer to that question is, how long is a piece of string? There's a lot of variables and it all boils down to lifestyle and individual circumstances. So let's talk about some of those variables and circumstances and just see if we can come up with the answer to that question of how much do you need to retire in Thailand. Okay, so we'll kick it off with lifestyle, because your lifestyle is going to be the major expense in your retirement. If you like to go out and get on the rocket fuel on a regular basis, go out partying on a regular basis, then it's going to cost you a whole lot more money than it would be for someone who likes the quiet life like myself. Also, if you like to eat out at fancy restaurants on a fairly regular basis, then that's going to cost you more too. And if you want to live in a really nice high-end apartment or a big fancy house somewhere, then obviously that's going to cost you more too. And it also depends on where you want to live. Like if you want to live in central Bangkok, it's going to cost you more than say living in Chiang Mai. And also with Bangkok as well, it depends on where in Bangkok you want to live. If you want to live right in the centre of Bangkok in, I don't know, Sukhumvit somewhere or whatever, it's going to cost you more than living, you know, out of the centre. And also it's going to cost you more if you're living, or if you want to live close to a BTS or MRT station. And also if you have any pre-existing health issues, your insurance likely isn't going to cover you for those pre-existing health issues, and you will likely need to consider self-insuring for those pre-existing health issues. And as I mentioned in my last video, when you turn 70 years old, health insurance can be prohibitively expensive. So again, you may want to consider self-insuring once you reach the age of 70. There's just so many different variables, different circumstances, different lifestyles, and it's almost impossible to answer with any degree of accuracy of how much it's going to cost you to retire in Thailand. Now, I'm not going to sit here and do a breakdown of my own personal finances. Firstly, because it's personal. It's my personal finances and I want to keep it personal. Now, I've done some pretty deep personal videos in the past on YouTube, but my finances, no, that's not going to happen. When it comes to money, I play my cards very close to my chest. And secondly, my finances are going to be different to a lot of people. For example, I don't pay rent. My wife has 2 houses, so I don't pay rent. And my health insurance is going to be different to pretty much most people, if not all. I'm covered partially for free from my wife's workplace because obviously we're married. And my wife has organised a top-up policy for the rest. So yeah, that's going to be a lot different to a lot of people. All I will say about my current financial situation is that it's going to be pretty tight for the next 2 years until I access my retirement savings. And I'm fine with that. I still enjoy my life here in Thailand. I love my life here in Thailand. It's a fairly basic lifestyle and I enjoy my life. I still enjoy my life even on a reasonably tight budget. And there are plenty of other Westerners too that enjoy their lives here in Thailand on a reasonably modest budget. Now, Noi and I, we go out for a nice meal at a reasonably nice restaurant, I don't know, say once a month. Other than that, it's pretty much street food for me during the week, or the ever reliable 7-Eleven. And there's a couple of food courts nearby, local food courts that have good quality, inexpensive meals. And I can even get good old fish and chips from the local big seafood court if I want to. Another thing that gets talked about quite a lot is it possible to retire in Thailand on $1,000 a month? Some people say yes, it is possible, while others people say no, it's impossible. To throw my 2 cents worth in, yes, it is possible, but not long term. I wouldn't want to do that long term. You just wouldn't on under $1,000 a month, but it is doable. But man, I wouldn't want to do that for the rest of my days. No way. Yeah, to live in Thailand on under $1,000 a month, you know, if it's just a temporary thing, if you just want to come here for a few years or whatever, maybe, I don't know. But you're going to be living a very basic lifestyle, very basic accommodation. You're going to be eating street food every day or cooking at home. And that's fine. If you're happy to do that, that's fine. But like I said, I wouldn't want to do it long term. That would not be a retirement option for me. But if you want to come here on a tight budget, on a reasonably tight budget, more than $1,000 a month, you know, you can do it. If you're happy to live a moderate lifestyle, if you're happy to eat street food a lot and cook at home a lot, that's fine. If you're happy to do that, that's fine. Like, I know I am. I'm happy to do that, except for the cooking. I don't cook. I can't cook. I have absolutely no interest in cooking, so no. But on the weekend, sometimes, like when Noi gets time on the weekends, she'll cook. But yeah, you can live here on a modest budget. I'm saying more than $1,000 a month, but you can live here on a modest budget, say $2,000 a month, live a fairly modest lifestyle and still enjoy life. Hell yeah. You'll hear quite a lot of people say that in order to live a decent, comfortable, happy lifestyle in Thailand, you're going to need $3,000 to say $5,000 a month, US dollars a month, to have a good, comfortable lifestyle in Thailand. For me, that's more than enough, a fair bit more than enough to have a decent lifestyle here in Thailand. But that $3,000 to $5,000 a month seems to be the ballpark figure that you hear getting thrown around quite a bit. So is that the answer to the question of how much you'll need to retire in Thailand? A ballpark figure of $3,000 to $5,000 a month? It's probably a good starting point to base your budget around. And if you're anything like me, then you'll more than likely come in under budget, and that's good. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. If you can come in under budget and you have money left at the end of the month, that's definitely the way to do it. Obviously, some months, you're going to go over budget, but I think as long as you come in under budget most of the time, it'll help balance it out. And I don't mean by penny pinching either. You want to enjoy your life without being too extravagant and without penny pinching. You just want to have a decent, comfortable life. You just need enough money to live a happy life and to enjoy your life. In fact, for me, that's the meaning of life, is to have a happy life and enjoy your life. If someone were to ask me what's the meaning of life, well, for me, that's easy. Have a happy life and enjoy your life. That's it for me. That's the meaning of life. So it all boils down to having enough money to enjoy your life and to be happy. And that's going to be different for everyone. Like I said, there's no need to be extravagant or to penny pinch about it. You just want a happy, comfortable life. That's it. Another thing too is the older people get, the less they need all the extravagant stuff in life. The older you get, the more happy you are just living a simple life. And I nearly forgot this. It might be a good idea to have some money put aside for emergencies. You just never know what's going to happen, what could happen, what may happen. Maybe put aside, say, $70,000 to $100,000 for an emergency. You just never know what could happen, and you want to be prepared for any emergencies that can and do pop up sometimes. Now there's so many monthly budget videos on YouTube, and some of them are very good. Some of them are well done and well thought out and very well presented. I mean, I could do a video, something like that, in the future, and I might just do that. I don't know. You know, I'll add to the, I don't know how many videos on YouTube about monthly budget, retirement budget for Thailand. Yeah, so I might add to that. But if I do a monthly budget video like that, it won't be from my monthly budget. It'll be like a lot of research online and from my personal experience as well. For anyone thinking of moving to Thailand, they can do that online research themselves. In fact, they should be doing the online research themselves instead of relying on some random dude on YouTube, yours truly. All right, I'm home now, and I'll do the rest of the video from home, because while I was out filming, I had my eye on this big black dark cloud, and it was starting to get a bit too close for comfort. So I didn't want to get caught out in the rain, not with this camera anyway. So yeah, I'm finishing the video off from home. In 2 years from now, when I have access to my retirement savings, my monthly spending, it will go up, but it won't go up dramatically. I mean, we might go out for dinner, you know, on a more regular basis, maybe once or twice a week rather than once a month or once every 2 months or whatever it is at the moment. We'll travel more, you know, we'll travel more around Thailand, and there's going to be a trip to Australia as well, to see family and friends back in Australia at some point in the future. And also I'll be getting my bikes, yes, plural, 2 bikes. One's going to be a big adventure bike, and the other one's just going to be a small little second-hand dirt bike, just a little shitter, just to plow around and have some fun on. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. If you want to learn how to successfully invest your own money, like if you're planning your retirement, or even if you're already here and you've got a lump of cash, say in your superannuation or whatever, and you really want to make some good returns on that money, far more than any standard industry super fund, then it's definitely worth checking out Trading Mastery with Andrew Barnett. It's been life-changing for me. I mean, I wouldn't recommend this to people if I didn't believe in it, and I am in no way, shape or form affiliated with Trading Mastery. It's just a product that I believe in that will definitely help you financially with your retirement plans in Thailand. I'll leave the link in the description down below there. So yeah, do check it out. It's worth checking out. All right, guys, I'm going to finish the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. All right, see you in the next one. Bye for now, and peace.